This time, it's world-class steel racing at the Rimfire World Championships. Plus, our social distancing version of this year's NRA show. And John has a safety lesson for new gun owners.
This is Shooting USA, reporting the stories of America's shooting sports.
Can there be one shooting sport that appeals to both new shooters and experienced pros? Sounds like a big goal to achieve, but the Rimfire Challenge Shooting Association is making it happen. It's competition for pistols and rifles with shooter-friendly .22 firearms. John has the story from the Old Fort Gun Club in Arkansas in the days before virus social distancing.
The sun is barely up on this foggy autumn morning, and neither firearms nor trigger fingers seem to be working in the cold at the Rimfire Challenge World Championship. One of the sport's best, Cole Bush, is fighting the elements.
My hands are cold. The only thing I'm worried about keeping warm is my trigger finger. You don't want that locking up.
It's the same chilly story for the Cunningham sisters, Emily and Bridget, though their concern is equipment.
I think a lot of people are going to have problems with the cold and their magazines not wanting to run, but it's going good.
Putting our ammo and magazines and hand warmers keeps it from stovepiping.
It happens a lot with the pistols. They just don't want to run in the cold very well.
But praise the weatherman, the fog burns off, and the competition heats up. And that works for Casey Eusebio.
Sun's coming out. I can feel my trigger finger a little bit better now, and all in all, I'll take it.
There are 250 competitors at Arkansas's Old Fort Gun Club, here to shoot both pistols and rifles chambered in the world's most popular caliber, .22 long rifle. Music to the ears of the founders of this fast, fun shooting sport. Michael Bain sees Rimfire Challenge as a shooter-friendly way to bring newcomers to the range.
Almost on a whim, we said, well, if we created a rimfire sport that was inexpensive, could bring in families, could bring in kids, that's what we need to do. And it has paid off. I mean, if you walk this range, what you see are kids and you see families, whole families shooting. That's our future.
And here's a great example. Chris Krager shooting with his little girls.
Take your time to make sure that orange dot's in the middle, okay? Make those hits.
Annabelle is 11, but there's more to it for Chris than teaching his daughters a skill. As important as this one may be, it's also about their time together.
And it provides that father-daughter bonding time away from regular life. It gives them a lifelong skill. Hopefully we'll teach their kids how to shoot. But it's a family sport, and it's a great way for them to get in and learn about competitive shooting and how much fun it can be.
The people are why Heather Martin is here. She's the Rimfire Challenge president, and she knows family is what makes this sport special.
We have sisters and brothers, mothers and fathers coming, and you could have a family of 6 or 8 people all show up to a Rimfire Challenge match who are participating, and they're having a blast.
Like this fast gun we'll be seeing more of. Another 11-year-old, Jay Sanza, is a shooting star. He loves Rimfire because it's more fun than shooting his BB gun.
So you get to shoot like a real gun and not like a BB gun. And you get to feel like how it should actually feel.
Jay's at the match with his dad, Lino, who recognizes his son's great potential.
He's very competitive. He can shoot fast and accurate.
But Lino sees more in this sport for Jay than winning medals or trophies.
Yeah, and I see him all the time. He's having fun when he goes to competitions, meeting new friends, a lot of friends, awesome people.
Bella Farias has a classic story about her start in the shooting sports. And like so many others, it begins with family.
It started off when I was about 5-6 years old. My dad took me hunting for the first time. He assumed I would be scared of the shots and things being fired. The second I heard it, I freaked out and I was like, Dad, fireworks?
Now Bella's in her 6th year of competition and can't get enough of Rimfire Challenge.
And from that point on, I just fell in love with it.
Well, we told you this is exciting to shoot for beginners and old pros. Exciting to watch, too. But as in other speed shooting sports, being young has benefits at this championship. Coming up, youth and precision equipment become the winning combination in the Rimfire Challenge. There's just no substitute at this championship for keen eyesight and lightning reflexes. No doubt about it, youth will be served in the Rimfire Challenge. But in a sport where stovepipes and misfeeds are simply a part of the game, precision equipment is vital too.
Don't let the small caliber fool you. This is still a world championship, drawing world-class competition. Casey Eusebio, for example, is 5-time world champ of Steel Challenge, another famous speed sport.
196. 196.
And on this stage, he lays down 5 straight runs at the rate of some full auto firearms.
That was a fast stage. It's a burner. Get the nerves going there. Very fast stage. I think my fastest run was a 161. All my runs were under 2 seconds, so I'm happy with it.
But believe it or not, Casey isn't the fastest gun in Rimfire Challenge. That distinction goes to Colby Pavlock, who has a lot riding on this match.
It's pretty big, considering I won it the last 4 years, so I got a lot on the line.
At 20, Colby worries he's getting to be too old to keep up.
Life happens and growing up sucks, but I'm hoping for the best.
Nothing slow about that. This championship has 16 stages, 8 for pistol, 8 for rifle. Competitors must shoot both, and it's all about speed. On each stage, shooters engage 5 to 7 targets in 5 separate strings of fire.
393.
Drop the slowest string time and total the 4 fastest for the stage score. Shooters compete in 2 divisions. Open has tricked out rifles and pistols equipped with red dot optics. Limited is pretty much off the shelf iron sights only. Wheel guns are welcome too, even single action.
I've been shooting cowboy action for a while, but the wheel guns is a real interest to me. I enjoy shooting the cowboy guns.
The top competitors in this sport, Colby and Casey among them, shoot the competition rimfire standard, Bull Quartzen.
We've been very fortunate to work with some of the best shooters in the world. We don't take any shortcuts, and I think our shooters can respect that. It's amazing to watch them shoot, and after shooting the match myself, it gave me a whole nother respect level of what they're able to do.
The best shooters in the game and the rest of the field can run Bull Quartzen also. I'm happy to shoot in the 3s.
399.
Consistently.
393.
High five to that.
Yeah, that worked out okay. We gave me 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Nice and low. Yep. Nice and low.
Well, I hope to try to get in the 3-second range here after watching Colby go 1.5 seconds.
Another shooter well known to fans on the web, 22 Plinkster, most famous for his trick shots. But today, he's discovering speed. Brought to you again by Bull Quartzen.
252. Oh, now where did that come from?
Yeah, this is the first competition that I've ever shot in my life. It's a combination of speed and accuracy. Usually I'm just all accuracy, not speed, and trying to put those things two together is a lot harder than what I thought.
So who are the top guns in this championship?
Are you ready? Stand by.
KC and his Bull Quartzens take 7th overall. Colby Pavlock ends up 5th. Cole Bush takes 4th with limited guns and 3rd with his open firearms. And the top 2 places go to junior Nate Gibson, shooting open and limited for Team Volquartsen. The top 5 shooters in this match all have the winning trifecta: skill, nerve, and the best equipment.
It's all three, yes. Yeah, and for a guy to win this match, it takes all three to come into play.
The top finishers, barely old enough to be shaving. And the 4-time champ ends up 5th. Looks like Colby was right to worry, but at 20, he's hardly over the hill. If you'd like to get involved in Rimfire Challenge competition, we've got info and links at our website, shootingusa.com. And coming up next, our social distancing